Hello friends! So I have never been chill a single day in my life, and art is really no exception for me. So this is everything that goes on in my head while I draw, vocalized. Let's go. Got my little stick over here. Look at this bitch. He looks like he would gaslight you. Alright, here I go with my little scribblies. How am I supposed to know where the hell to start? I should probably know since I drew it. Oh, right. Ooh, why did I start in the freaking middle? Okay. Ooh. Oh, that looks like a penis. Okay, I like it. Picasso. Picasso was actually a misogynistic butt, wasn't he? Every woman in the world gasps with shock. My toxic trait is automatically thinking that artsy people are good people. Wouldn't it be nice if it was actually true, though? Wow. A masterpiece or a masterpiece? Why didn't my artistic abilities translate into my fashion choices? Because like I literally look like this 90% of the time. Never gonna give you up, never gonna hunt you down, never gonna run around and desert you. I've done 2 leaves. Actually, it's lavender, or is it? This is right about the time where I want to give up and throw this whole thing out. The show must go on. Let the show must go on. It's really funny to call art a show. I guess it can be, but if you think about it, art is kind of very individualistic compared to like a lot of different art forms. Like think about it, like theater, it takes like a whole, you know, production crew. Dance is like a very, like it's fine, like dancing on your own happens, but it always looks better with like more people in it. And I just keep thinking about how like kind of lonely it is, like to be an artist, like a fine artist, or you know, like drawing type of artist. It's just like on you, and like that's also good though, because you don't rely on anybody else, and like all of the things that you do are on you, so it's up to you to go at your own pace. But it also just, it does feel better when you're like in a team. When I played hockey, I can't believe I played hockey for a year. I sucked and it was stressful, but being part of a team for once in my life, it was amazing. And like getting on our little school bus and driving to different like hockey rinks. It was so fun. I did not score a single time, did I? No, I didn't. Ooh, okay, I like a Picasso. This is so not it right now. How do hyper realism peeps do it? Like, how do you just photocopy that shit out of your brain with your little printer ass? I have so many questions. Like, especially people who draw faces. Do you know how hard it is to draw a hyper realistic face? That shit is crazy. Whenever I draw a face, one little line and like it looks like a completely different person. One little shadow that's off, completely different person. Come on, let's go, Bubbles. With your bubbles. With your lavender.
You gone be great with your lavender. Go.
I love that video. Probably top 10. When will my art style make an appearance? Never. Probably never. That's the type of shit to make you lose your mind. You know when you use words like crazy or lose your mind or whatever, like I know that language is very, you know, like it's not proper, it's very ableist and mean, but as someone who has mental health struggles, I kind of just take that as my free pass to do whatever. And I don't know why I sit on that, because yes, it is, I think, rude, but at the same time, it's just part of like everyday language, and I don't know how helpful it's going to be to like not say those things, because at the end of the day, like mental health stigma is still going to continue whether or not those words are used in everyday language or not. So I'ma still say it. How does one even become a children's book illustrator? Ooh, I want to write my own children's book. What would it even be about? Don't have kids, kids. I hate it. It kind of looks good from a distance, though. I think it's time to draw in the bitch. We'll start with the whiskers. I'm making them longer to represent his audacity. The ears are huge because of his audacity. How do I even know he's got audacity? Because he's a man. Do not ask too many questions. Ooh, a nice little tail filled with audacity. And then his little bow tie. Because like I said, audacity. What a handsome little man. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed with giving everyone little... You're welcome. Got his little beans. If this ain't art, then I don't know what is. Look at it. I mean, come on. Where is the ground? I don't know. Very nice. Okay. Beans. Okay, see, everyone says beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. But if you rinse them out properly, especially if you're eating the ones that are like out of the can, you can totally eat them without farts. It's just like, why hate on beans if you don't even know how to use them properly? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be the reason why. There are too many squiggles. There's too many squiggles for me. What if I like decide to do commissions in the future and I like spend days on it and I get it all ready and I send it off and then the customer says they hate it? I would cry. I would crawl into or under a rock and I would cry forever. Do you ever think about how like Patrick from SpongeBob actually had a pretty sweet home? His under the rock dwelling doesn't look so bad in this economy. With this housing market, oh my god, if he was a landlord, 100% he'd be like, here you go, here's a nice little place under a rock, $3,000 a month, boom. And we would kiss his ass for it. Wow. Art genius, who? Ooh, I should try oil painting. I'm really over this now. I shall persist. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Did anybody else want to be like an actor or something when they were kids? Because I still kind of want to do it right now. Art genius, who? Me. I kind of want to make my own watercolors. People make their own paints, right? Just like out of dirt and shit. I got dirt. When God said, let there be light, why did he also say, let there be theater kids? I shouldn't be talking about God with absolutely zero religious knowledge. Zero. I wonder if the Bible slaps. I've never read that shit. I've heard way too much about it though. Against my will. It just keeps going. You know what I don't get is like people who aren't artsy at all in any aspect. Like, don't you just have this insatiable need to make stuff and then force people to look at it? Because how do you not how do you not have that instinct? This is really not going the way I thought it would. I even sketched it out. I got one more bitch over here. Okay, I like it, Picasso. Why can't I imagine where the leaves are supposed to go? You know when like people have aphantasia, you know that thing where you like can't picture stuff in your mind very well? I wonder if I have that. Or like my own little version of it. Cause like, it's not that I can't picture things in my mind, it's that I feel like I picture too many things and then I like can't get a clear reading of it because it constantly changes. It's like wobbly. Like if you ask me to picture a leaf, like I can picture a leaf right now immediately, but it's like what kind of leaf, you know, because like there's brown leaves and then there's green leaves and then there's leaves that have fallen on the floor, and then there's leaves that are on trees, and then there's the yellow leaves in the fall, but then there's like the leaves that chill underneath the snow in the winter, and there's also the skinny leaves, and there's also like the maple tree leaves, and then there's, you know, and it's like, okay, what if you tell me to just have my own like maple tree leaf? Okay, I can picture the maple tree leaf, but it's like I picture the one on the Canadian flag, and then I picture one that's like straight off the floor. I've also seen very few actual maple trees in my life, because like everything here is pine trees, so I'm picturing a pine tree even though I'm supposed to be picturing a maple leaf. And then it's like, how red should it be? Because I don't know if it's like fully red or not, you know, because on the Canadian flag it's red, but then in person they're kind of like not as red, they're like more brownish red. So like, which one do I go with? Which one does my mind settle on? And then it's like, then now because I'm thinking about Canada, I'm thinking about how like everyone acts like Canada is this amazing place, and it is better than other places, but it's still just a place with capitalism and all this shit going on. And it's like, I was supposed to be thinking about a leaf, and now I'm thinking about capitalism. Do you see my problem? A leafsy leaves. This was not in the sketch. I'm just doing what I want now. Wah, 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 wah. How do I have like no control over my art? And I'm already like a year and more into this. Every time I sit down, even with the sketch, I do not know how it's gonna turn out. Okay, that's enough of this now. I'm done. Look at it. There's also some stuff here on the top. Okay, no, I'll show you. Just a little wizard here to play. He's a duck. Anyways, here's the little guy. Maybe one day I'll come back to it and paint it. I'm so tired. I'm gonna take a nap. I'll take a nap right here. Goodbye. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye.